Hello Trophy Hunters, I'm going to walk you through all the collectibles in Stray, starting off with Chapter 1. Now one of the trophies requires you to scratch in each chapter. So I'm going to show you one scratching spot for each chapter and that's it. A lot of chapters have multiple ones. I'm just going to show you one, probably the closest one. So at the very beginning, as soon as you gain control of your character in this open area, you're going to jump up here twice. The second time, go to the tree just to the left, hit the triangle button, and then you're going to have to alternate your L2 and your R2 to scratch. You only have to scratch for a couple seconds and you'll be good. So that is actually it for Chapter 1. We are now moving over to Chapter 2. And now this one's going to start off with a scratching spot, as a lot of these will, because I'm showing you just the first one in each level. So as soon as you push the blue paint down, break the window, you can drop down here. Now there are two carpets. You can choose one or the other. Go ahead and scratch on it and that will count. Now we are moving to the flat. There's one memory here, and of course we have to look for our scratching spot. So this is the very start of this chapter. We're just going to find another rug right here. Same thing, triangle L2, R2. All right, so there is a memory in this chapter as well, but it's story related, automatic. You can't miss it. Don't worry, you will have to use that and present it to the Guardian later. Now we're moving to the slums. There are 7 memories and a whole bunch of other things here. In addition to the memories and the scratching points, we're going to also show you the location of the badges, and in this chapter specifically, the sheet music and energy drinks. So inside that garage was a scratching point. There's an energy drink vending machine down here to the right. In fact, I'm going to show you all 4 of them right now. I'm kind of not doing everything in order. I'm just showing you the energy drinks first because we need to use these as currency to purchase a couple other collectibles. So you interact with the vending machine, it'll pop out a can, you pick it up. So that's the first of 4. Now I'm going to jump over here, up and around. We are heading over to the rooftop sleeping man, also where the TV is located, where you have to change all the channels for a different trophy. Okay, here is our sleeping spot. And then just in front of us to the left here is the vending machine. Go ahead and interact with this. Okay, straight underneath us is another vending machine with an energy drink. Okay, and the next energy drink's actually going to be right next to another collectible, so while you're there you might as well pick it up. But we're going to head back towards Grandma, which is the area we're in here, up these stairs. There's the vending machine, and just to the right of that is a memory. 5 of the memories are going to be story related. The rest of them are on you to find. All right, so from the Guardian, now if we go down here to the right, this is where the basketball trophy was. You can purchase a memory from this vendor. Now this memory is going to cost 3 energy drink cans. We've got 4. You can also purchase a new type of collectible here that is only in this chapter as well as the energy drinks, and that is the sheet music. The sheet music, you need to find all 8 pieces of them and then turn them into one of the NPCs. That'll award you with the music badge as well as the Meowlody trophy. So there's the music sheet. You're using the 4 energy drinks on those 2 items from this gentleman called Azuz, I guess. So that is the sheet music number 4. All right, sheet music number 8 is going to require a code, which I have listed down there, 1283. That was the first vending machine. The sheet music vendor is just to the left. There's also a paper bag there. If you put it on your head, you'll earn another trophy. Down here is a safe. Use a digit code 1283. Open this up and you'll get the sheet music. And this one is labeled as number 8 specifically. Sheet music number 3, there's the Guardian once again. There is also a trophy for nuzzling up against 5 different robots. I'm not going to show you those. There are 5 of them here in this chapter, 5 more in chapter 10. Plus you can get them again in a second playthrough, even your speedrun playthrough. You only need 5 and there's 10 total. All right, so we're gonna make our way towards where Grandma's located, and just before we reach her, there's two robots that were sitting on the ground there with a blanket around them. And there's this door. You got to scratch on the door to get this robot to open it for you. And inside is sheet music. That's number 3. We're going to pick that up. We're also going to pick up a memory, and we're going to go around and up the stairs. You can see it glowing there. All the memories are going to have the green glow. Okay, so from there, we're going to just drop out of the window, and you'll see the bar right in front of us here to the right. Upstairs are 2 collectibles. We're going to have a memory, our 4th memory, as well as some more sheet music. If you look at that, by the way, the yellow box is the automatic story related ones. The blue ones are the ones you have to find. All right, so over here on this table is the sheet music. That one was labeled 5 of 8. So let's go find number 6 of 8. We're just going to jump out the window. I'm going to drop down and then up. We're going to go above us. So we're going to climb to the top of the building we were just in. Get to the very top. We'll find a window. Underneath that window is a pipe that we can walk across, and that'll allow us access into this window. Okay, we're going to go through the little doors in front of us. Broken panes of glass, and over here to the right of the bed is the sheet music. There's also a story related quest thing there. I'm not going into that, however. All right, so we left that building, cross over here, and straight up, not too far from the previous one, is sheet music number 2. I'm having some difficulty climbing up here. There we go. All right, so our next memory, we're going to drop down. We are going to go all the way across these rooftops. See that sign out in front of us is not lit up. It'll be across here and right behind the sign. There's the Cat-a-Pult trophy. I think that's for jumping a certain number of times. And there's the memory. Okay, so we have another piece of sheet music, and I'm going all the way over to the other side, the other corner. I did the best I could trying to group these things together as they pertain to the story path as well. Not an easy task. Sometimes we are left with these big gaps. Okay, there is one of the energy drink vending machines. It's a one-time use. There's where the TV is located. You change the channels. And inside of here is what looks like a library. And inside of here is also a piano. Right on the front of that, we're going to grab the sheet music. Okay, we're going to go find a memory. We're going to leave this building. And we are going to go all the way to the opposite corner. Let's just go ahead and speed it up this time. Okay, once we get up here, we need to pull the plug out the side. That'll kill the power to that spinning fan blade, which will allow you to drop in. Once you're inside here, you just want to look for this shade that you can scratch to pull it up. And outside of here is going to be a big mural. It's going to be to our left and below us, and you can see it down there. Might be an easier way to get down here, I'm not entirely sure, but this is kind of tied to what the story path would take you. Probably. But there we go. That is our 6th memory, memory number 7. Picking it up from that spot, we're just going to go up. We are heading into Momo's room. It's very important that you get all the collectibles before you turn in the notebooks. Once you do the final task relating to the notebook quest, it'll lock you out from being able to go around and explore. I'm just going to leave them alone. Inside this room is the memory number 7. There's also sheet music in this very same apartment, as well as another paper bag if you need it. Go through this little opening, and there it is at the top of the shelf. Okay, so memory number 8. We're gonna make our way down. That's where the two guys with the blankets were. There's Grandma. We're gonna take this path to the left and then go right. You may have been here already when we showed you the vending machine. Right next to it again is the memory. So if you haven't gotten that, got another shot. And now once you've got all the music sheets, you're gonna go over to this NPC, turn all of them in. It might take a little while because he's gonna play all these songs. Probably recommend you just turn them in one at a time as you kind of pass them. Make things a little quicker. Now you will eventually return to the slums area later, and both of those chapters actually share the collectible pool. So if you did miss anything there, you'll have another opportunity. So number 5, we've got a scratching spot. Right off the bat, as soon as you start this chapter, take this bucket and then go up. In fact, we'll even see there it is, the rooftops. And I'm right on a carpet, so we're gonna go ahead and scratch. Remember, you gotta scratch once in each chapter. All right, so just past that, you got these little bugs here to our left. Things are gonna try following you and chase you. We're just gonna keep going forward and eventually gonna run right into this sign. Very easy to find this one. And next up we have another memory. This is a big tall building you're scaling. There's a lot of Zerks on a lot of these levels. You'll see a caged in area here to the left. You have to open that gate, but not just yet. First you want to go and get that collectible at the end here. You'll notice most everything we need to do in this game is in chapter 4 or chapter 10. Because we're already moving back on to the slums part 2. You'll notice that it said there were 7 collectibles because it shares the same collectible pool with chapter 4. It's a little misleading, but you do have to scratch. So you can scratch in Momo's apartment there right from the beginning. All right, so next chapter here, memory number 12. 11 was automatic, so we skipped it. Is going to be right here. So when you go down that path, instead of turning right, go left. And then after the truck crash, we're going to have to climb out. And then once you get up here, head straight. Don't turn, head straight. You're going to go through the broken fence, and you'll see another robot. And he is our memory. All right, memory 14 is when you get to, it looks like Doc Brown, clearly. You're going to see a mannequin with the number 12 on its chest. We're going to go ahead and recover that memory. And in this same apartment is a scratching point. Make sure you use this spot right here. And that'll do it for chapter 7. We're going to move on to chapter 8, the sewers. All right, so this first memory is going to be a little bit later on. I mean, you're going to have to do the whole boat thing, and that's very slow. But eventually you're going to be in this little creepy area. You have to jump up to this bridge, and you have to turn right. Well, what you don't have to do is turn left up ahead, and that's what we need to do. But we're going to make this turn, and immediately there's a pipe up and to the left. Be careful, there's a bunch of Zerks there. But you can quickly jump into this pipe without them being able to catch you. Jump onto this railing and go ahead and remember this memory. Speaking of memories, we got another one a little bit later on. We're getting chased by a whole bunch of Zerks. You can use your UV light if you'd like, or just make your way through. Now you're supposed to drop down on this pipe and go to the right. That is the story path. You need to go left in order to collect the 16th memory. Okay, now that we got that, you're gonna keep going on, traveling a little bit further. You're gonna open this door. You got 2 terminals, one on the left side, one on the right side. Once you've opened the door, there's going to be a scratching spot right in front of us. Just keep going straight. Number 9, Antvillage. This is a fun little area. Not very big. The first thing we're going to do is get to the scratching spot. Let's just go ahead and knock this out of the way. Remember, most of these levels have multiple scratching spots. Some of them only have a handful. And I'm only just showing you the first one. Okay, now with that done, memory number 18, number 17 was automatic, is going to be around this corner here. But you can't do anything with it just yet. So what you need to do is take the ladder up, climb up here. You'll see this person. We're going to interact with them. Once you're done interacting with them, you can then go back to where we just came from. And you can now claim this memory. All right, next thing we're going to do is get the plant badge. The plant badge is going to require you to collect 3 flowers from 3 different colored trees. First one you can reach by taking the bucket right next to the mahjong players. Jump on that board, by the way, for a trophy. Take that bucket down, you can take the red plant here. Now just make your way back up, climb the posts, and eventually you make it back up here, travel past those guys, and you'll see the purple flowers just to our left. Follow the branch to that leaf, and take it. All right, so what we're going to do is go back up. That's where the memory was earlier. Now we're going to get to the yellow plant. This one is going to be on the back side. So once we get to this person we talked to earlier, we're going to continue around, and there's a little restaurant back here. And just past that is a little pipe you can drop down to, and you can pick the flower from here. Now once you have all these flowers picked, you have to actually acquire the badge. And we're going to do that by turning them in on a level above us. So we're going to climb this ladder, climb a pipe. Keep climbing it, and eventually you'll see a gentleman here. You can go ahead and trade your 3 plants for the badge. Yeah, that'll do it for that chapter. We're going to number 10. Now I want to remind you, you still have to nuzzle 5 different NPCs. So there are 5 in chapter 4, and there are also 5 here in chapter 10. And of course you can get them back again through another playthrough if you like, if you missed any. So we're going to come up the escalator here, and just to the right is going to be the memory. So we're going to get the memory, and now we're going to go to the scratching spot, which happens to be right next to a nuzzling robot. It's just going to be behind this building here. Might as well go ahead and get a nuzzle in there. It is cute. And then there's the scratching mat right here. All right, so just a little bit further, we're going to travel on. And, well, that was a weird bug. We're going to travel on. You're going to pop a trophy, catwalk, and you're going to officially enter Midtown. Just to the right, you see another robot wearing a white puffy jacket. You can nuzzle him. Then more importantly, we're going to get a badge, the cat badge, and it's going to be inside here. So we're going to jump in, climb to the corner, up, and ultimately to a safe. And we're going to have to enter the digicode, which is 8542. Okay, we have a memory nearby. We're going to leave, immediately turn to the right, and go down the next alley. After an unnecessary nuzzle. But here's the alley. We're going to continue down this way. We're going to find this dumpster. We're going to climb here and just basically go straight up. If I can get my X prompt to pop up. There we go. Okay, as soon as you make it to the top, there is the memory right next to you. All right, so from that location, we're just going to drop straight down, and then we're going to continue down the alley in the direction we were originally heading. Once we get to the end of this, we're going to go into the building immediately to our left here, right on the corner. Go up the ladder, and it's going to be up in this tight little attic area. All right, we're going to get out of this building, and we're going to go into the one across the street. There's a few nuzzle opportunities there if you need it. We're going to go to the back, and then we're going to go up through the ceiling, and it's going to be another attic memory. Okay, we're gonna leave here and we're gonna go kind of the big main area, and you're gonna see a big, massive hologram right in front of us. What I'm looking for is a pink sign, and that's gonna tell me which way I need to go. Big glowing pink sign, there it is. I'm gonna head this way right before I get to this building. However, I'm gonna turn down this alley, jump up on this close point, and then we're just gonna make our way all the way to the back. You can see the orange air conditioning units back here. We're gonna use those to climb up, and we're gonna find a small window with bars on it, and we're gonna be able to jump through those bars and find a deceased robot in this next room who will be holding the police badge, which we will be taking. Speaking of badges, let's go ahead and get the Neko badge. This is the area in the factory where you have the sentinels. You got to be careful of the searchlights. You'll run across this worker here who dropped his keys. He's looking over the edge with the light. It's cute. He's dropped his keys, so we're going to get the keys and return it to him. But it's a little kind of weird. We're going to go forward and never backtrack. We're just going to do circles. So you have to hit that switch so we can get to the next room. Be careful of these searchlights. You can take your time, be patient if you'd like. Wait for this box here to block the searchlight. Okay, once we make it to the end of this searchlight, we're gonna go off to the right hand side. We're not gonna enter the next room. In the corner to the right is where the workers' keys are located. So he's nowhere near where they're supposed to be. Alright, so now we're still continuing forward, but what we're going to do is go over here and open this door, and it'll allow us to go back into an earlier part of our loop. Be careful of that robot there. Go back through this door, and then hand in the keys. And you'll get the badge, of course. In case you hadn't figured it out yet, the little vest that your kitty wears has the badges on it. So that's a visual way to know which ones you have and haven't. As you can see, I got the trophy, so that's the final badge. A lot of the badges are story related. There's only a few, half of them I think you needed to get. All right, so at the end of that whole section in the factory, you're gonna get a battery, you're gonna hop back into the bucket, and we're gonna head back to the town where the big hologram statue is located. We are eventually making our way over to Clementine's apartment. However, before we get there, see that pink sign again. You see right across the street from the hologram to our left is a big yellow lit building. Inside of here on the wall is going to be a memory. Okay, so after you've gone to Clementine's, she's not there. You got the clues. You found out where she's at. We are now going to the nightclub. We're going to talk to Alex. He's going to let us in. We are going to find a memory in a little hidden area. We're going to take this little dumbwaiter here and go down. Down here is going to be the memory. There's also the vinyl record trophy in the nightclub. So up on the main level, find a table with the record on it, take it to the DJ station, place the record on it, and scratch. Pretty cool trophy, actually. All right, that's it for chapter 10. We're in chapter 11, memory 26. You locked a sentinel behind that door. Clementine's now going to come out. They're going to open the next gate. And just past the next gate, you can see to the right, there's that glow. That's the sign. That's where our memory is at. Okay, and that's the last memory here, and we got a scratching spot. So just past that previous spot, you have to now lock in 2 sentinels behind the locked gates. Clementine's going to open the next door. We're going to go under and around. Straight back is a tree that you can scratch. And that's it for chapter 11. Chapter 12 has nothing. Well, it does. It has 2, but they're all story related, automatic, so you don't have to actually worry about it. If you've missed any, don't worry, you can go back and do chapter select. Quick note, there is no automatic saving as soon as you pick up a collectible, so you have to reach the next checkpoint. It sucks, it's stupid, it's a terrible way to do it, but that's just the way it's done. So if you're missing a collectible and you're certain you found them and you followed my video and you're still missing one, because you died after you picked one up and didn't trigger the next save. So that was memory number 27, which is automatic. Scratching spot was automatic, and bam! That's it. That's the collectible guide. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please let me know by hitting the like button. Leave me a comment, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Love you. See you soon.